Hello viewers, welcome to another new video here. I am Pramod and I would like to welcome all of you to my channel, our English classroom, and in this channel you will get several grammatical videos along with spoken English materials and also some vocabulary videos. So keep watching the channel and obviously subscribe the channel so that you can get all the updates. So as I have told you earlier that I have started a series on right forms of verb and I have already uploaded the part 1 of the series, and today I will discuss about the second part of right forms of verb and we will discuss about two rules. So let's get started. So rule number 1, well, if your sentence contains adverbs like since or if your sentence contains prepositions like since or for, then most often it happens that this sentence belongs to present perfect continuous tense, but not necessarily all the time. Obviously you need to go through the sentence first, what the sentence is actually saying about. So most often it happens since or for, these two prepositions we use for indicating point of time and period of time, and these two things we actually use in present perfect continuous tense. So what happens like this: if you are dealing with since, it indicates a point of time. So what is present perfect continuous tense? Present perfect continuous tense tells us that the action started in the past time, but the action is not over, or the work or the action is not finished, and the action is still going on. So this is the thing, the action is going on but it started in the past time. So as this started in the past time, you need to mention the time. So what happens if there is a time of past, like you started an action in the morning and it is still going on, or you have started any action at 10 o'clock in the morning and the action is still going on. So if you get the fixed starting time of the action or specific starting time of the action, that time is known as point of time. Very simple. Where you have started, from what point of time you have started your activity, that time is called the point of time. And we use preposition since, sometimes from, to indicate a point of time. So whatever it is, since or from, does not matter at all. If your sentence is expressing such an idea, then your verb will be present perfect continuous tense. And take a look at the examples. The first example, he has been reading a book since morning. You need to focus in this section, since morning. So the action of reading book started in the morning and not before it. So as it has started in the morning time, so this is the point of the time, and here I have used preposition since. And as the action already started in the past and still the action is going on, so the tense is present perfect continuous tense, and its pattern says has or have verb. You need the have verb plus been plus verb in ing form. So here this been is the past participle form of to be verb am is a, because after the auxiliary verb have or has, we need a past participle form of the verb, and this been is working as a past participle form. And finally the verb ing form. Well, been is actually working as both the past participle form and also the auxiliary verb of ing verb, because after have has, it's not possible to use am is because an ing form needs a supporting auxiliary verb to express its meaning as continuous tense. So that is the reason we have used been over here. It's acting in both the ways for as a past participle form that is required after have, and also the auxiliary verb for the ing verb. So this is a simple trick to remember. Number 2, here we are using another section that is known as period of time. Suppose it happens sometimes the starting time or when we have started the action is unspecified. We do not know the exact time where or when we have actually started the action. So but we can easily understand the duration of the activity, for how long the action is going on, or the duration of the activity, like we can sense it or feel it that it has been going on for an hour or for 2 days or for a month, but the starting time is completely unspecified. So in this case we still use the present perfect continuous tense, but here the preposition changes and we use for in such situations, and this is commonly known as period of time. So if your sentence can express such an idea where the action started in the past but we actually do not know the specific time of starting, rather we can understand the time duration of the action, then we just simply use for and we make the tense as present perfect continuous tense. And similarly in this sentence it is written that we have been waiting for an hour. It means we have started waiting before 1 hour and already the time passed for at least 1 hour. So this is a duration. So here the verb goes like have been plus ing verb. So now let's focus on rule number 2. Here we have discussed about what happens when we are dealing with any past tense. Well, in our daily writing purpose, we need to describe, we need to tell, we need to write about our past situations, past incidents, past activities. So we need to use the past tense of the verb to indicate a past activity or past action. So similarly, when you will answer the question from right from a verb, here you need to find out the clues which will provide you the idea that this sentence is actually a sentence of past tense. So which are the clues? A very common clues are yesterday, the previous day. You can use the adjective last, and you can add different types of noun like last week, last year, last month, last Sunday, last summer, last winter, last Eid, last birthday, whatever is required for the writing purpose, you can add after the word last and it creates the idea of past activity. Also we got ago, it's an adverb, and we use this adverb when we are dealing with any past action. Yet we use this adverb for past action but in negative sentences once this indicates past tense. So if the action gives a generalized idea, remember we got 4 sections in the past tense like past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. But if the action is providing us any generalized activity of the past, there is no mention of past timing like when he was doing, I was doing that thing, or there is no sequencing that this action happened after that action or this action happened before that action. So if there is nothing like that, it's just a simple generalized idea of past activity, you need to use the simple past tense or past indefinite tense. So these adverbs or adjectives will tell you that this sentence belongs to past tense. And take a look at the examples. Yesterday he was preoccupied with his clients. Here the verb is was. You cannot use am or is or are or any type of verb that belongs to present tense or future tense, because the uses of yesterday has restricted that we need to use only the past verbs. Okay, so here we cannot use any present or any future verb. Similarly, once there lived a king in a palace. So once indicates sometimes in the past. So that is the reason the verb must have to be in the past form. Otherwise, it will not make any sense if you write a present verb or any future verb over here. It does not make any sense. And finally, last week she visited her grandparents. So last week indicates a past situation, a time of past. So here we cannot use any present or future verbs, and that is the reason we only need past verbs to make our sense. So if you practice like these sentences, or if you can remember these rules, and if you practice right forms of verb at home, and I'm sure that you can easily answer such type of questions in your exam. So keep watching the videos, because I will upload more videos on right forms of verb. So till then, take care and goodbye.